Hello and welcome to Anime Animosity. And it's time for another new thing this week. I'll be starting a playthrough on the channel, and as you can see, it will be of Dark Deity. What is Dark Deity? Well, it's a Fire Emblem-like. If you don't know what Fire Emblem is, stick around and you'll find out something like it. If you do know what Fire Emblem is, well then you know exactly what you're getting into. So yeah, let's hit new game. Let's start. We'll be playing on hero difficulty, which is, as you can see, the middle. I'm not a psychopath, so I'm not playing on the hardest. Yes. And here we have a little bit of an intro. I've played up to the end of the first chapter, so I know what happens during the first portion. But beyond that, I'm entirely blind. I just want to play the first bit so I have a little bit of insight as to how the game works, so I'm not a complete moron telling you, how it works. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. It is said that in the Age of Ascension, the gods walked among mortals, and mortals among the gods. That a great empire spread itself thin across the known world, conquering land after land with superior technology and magic. The people of Terrazale came together in peace. Little is left from that time, swept away in a deadly cataclysm known as the Calamity. Thousands of years later, all that remains of life before the Calamity are ancient temples to the gods, and Jesus, hey, it's not an animosity video without a fucking stumbling on words, and the divine artifacts contained therein. It is the year 1105 in the Imperial calendar, and I am going to take a quick drink. Refreshing. The kingdom of Delia lies in the heart of Etlan, a nation that has long thrived off continental trade and lush farmlands. Though peace had reigned for over 25 years, Delia's king now sets his eyes on the enemy of his own construction. King Valric Valdistar assumed the throne a decade ago, on the day his father, Vassal, was assassinated by unknown parties. To this day, Valric is convinced that the assassins were sent by the Aramoran royal family. To this day, it remains unproven. Following a minor border dispute that normally would reach resolution painlessly, King Valric resolved to attain his revenge. Look at that fucking throne with that dragon behind it. OTT much? After sending a covert Delian force to burn the Aramoran city of Alaris to the ground, Valric in his thirst for revenge have plunged his kingdom into a war it is ill prepared for. Passed for more troops, King Valric must make hard decisions. He looks now to Brookstead, the city of Delia's most prestigious officer academy. Each year its graduating class bolsters Delia's forces, a pact and tradition that has lasted a millennium. The young king believes the solution to his troops' issues lies in a new path. He intends to recruit not only the graduate year, but every student currently enrolled. In quiet Brookstead, students have worked hard all year to stand out among their peers. The academy trials provide an opportunity to advance in the class rank, or fall behind. For many, it is the most important day of the year. Though the trials can be stressful, many agree that the life of training with such a clear goal is simple, enjoyable even. Come tomorrow, they will find that life may never be so simple again. Chapter 1. Journey Afoot. Speaking of Chapter 1, I aim to do one chapter per episode of the Let's Play or video, so yep. However, when chapters get longer, for example I assume later on, similar to Fire Emblem, the further in, the longer the chapters get. So I will probably there we are, a second fumble on my words. I'm a great speaker. If you didn't already know that. Where was I? Yes. But when the chapters get longer, I'll probably end up breaking them into multiple parts per chapter. I don't know how often I'm going to upload this, whether it's once or twice a week. It pretty much entirely depends on how long this takes to upload. Because If it takes as long as it does for the Guilty Gear video that I'm in the process of uploading right now, which was a absolute hassle to get uploaded due to some technical issues, and I've lost one of the 2 videos of it that I was planning to upload this week, so I'm only getting 1, and it's also coming out 2 days late, but that's not the point. If this takes like 2 hours to upload, I'll probably, I know that's not a long time, but I'll probably end up doing 1, but if it takes like an hour to an hour and 45, I'll probably end up doing 2 a week. So, whether this ends up being a Sunday only, or a Saturday and Sunday thing, well, I don't know yet. So, whether or not there'll be more this week, I don't know. Well, I will soon, and you'll know tomorrow. Or, you'll already know if there isn't a video the day before you're watching this. That's enough rambling about my inability to plan, and let's get right into the first chapter. And as you can see, I have a save slot that lasted 4 minutes. That's how long it took me to clear the first chapter. We shall save over the top of that. What do you think Galen's got brewed up for the trials this year? Originally I did try and voice act all these characters, but I ended up completely forgetting all of their voices and blending them. Even though there's only, like, 6 characters relevant to this first chapter, so I'm not going to bother. Maybe later on I'll try, but for now, not happening. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's tailored to make our lives difficult.
What?
You think you'd do that just to punish us for choosing Alden? I was up at the crack of door and hearing no son of mine should jeopardize a mission for sentiment. Well, we couldn't pick Marin without Alden. That was the deal. I think he just can't stomach that his pride and joy might fail. His pride and joy is standing right in front of me. Ha! Either way, I'm right. Besides, Alden is talented, even if your father doesn't see it.
Right.
Why don't you try convincing the Swordmaster that a 14-year-old who can't lift a training staff can best an 18-year-old graduate? There's a reason he doesn't teach conjuring. Your dad wouldn't trust a mage as far as he could throw him. Now that you mention it, I wonder how far he actually could throw Alden. I'd wager he could put a good toss on the take. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. How are you boys feeling for the big day?
Don't worry.
I'm confident we'll pass. We certainly put in the training.
Yep.
Of course we'll pass. But I want to break Sterling's record. Cool the forge there, little man.
Aw, come on.
But I'm on the best team of any first year. I think what Alden is trying to say is that he really appreciates being on the team. Good. Now I'm going to need you to focus that appreciation, Alden. There's a lot at stake for your sister. Right. If we win, I won't have anything to worry about when Marin leaves for the army, because I'll know she's ready.
Great.
Well, there goes the mood.
Pace yourself.
Promise you'll focus today and give it everything you've got, okay?
Yep.
Promise. Let's get going. Can't miss the trial standing around for a chat. If father doesn't kill me, being stuck in a team with Alden just might. You know the rules. So do I. That was awful, sorry. All non-lethal strategies to defeat your opponents are fair game. Defeat the leader of this regiment to complete the trial. You'll all recognize him. We're prepared for this, Alden. We're prepared for this. Alden, Garrick, stay close behind.
It'll be alright.
If any of you take hits, I'm ready to patch you up.
Not fair.
Can we go already? And so the trials begin, with such style and grace, I might add. Just dripping with sincerity, aren't we, Dad? Something happened last time, there was a small bit of, delay between that scene and this loading screen. I wonder why that is. Objective. Proceed through the Brookstead trials with defeating Sterling and his allies. So, as you can see, it's very fine with me, very reminiscent of the GBA series. Here is the boss. Let's shift, there we are. It is Sterling. He's a blade dancer. Here are his stats. How nice. We also have a caster. This is like the only other enemy of note. But yeah. I say Sterling's of note. In my first playthrough, that I did just to get to grips, Garrick over here crit him and one-shot him. So, that's how that is. But anyway. Let's have a look at our units, shall we? So, here we have Irving. I presume he's our main character. He deals slashing damage, which makes sense because he has a sword. It deals minus 5% against plate, minus 10% against chain, plus 30% against leather, and plus 20% against rune cloth. Rune cloak. And he himself wears plate. He has the personal skill, Natural Leader. Allies within 2 tiles gain 5% XP when Irving defeats an enemy. It's just a nice quality of life skill. It's not overly helpful in combat, but hey, it does the job. He has 20 HP, 8 strength, 0 magic, 7 defense, 2 fortitude, or if you're a Fire Emblem player, res, which is what will determine the magic damage he takes, 7 dexterity, 7 mastery, which I have no idea what it does, increased damage and units' ability to exploit high advantage matchups. So does that affect like the weapon triangle or like the color square? Okay, speed, increases large and true speed. Interesting. Ah, so this is our attack speed, nice. And luck. He has 4 weapons, 1 of each colour, as everyone does. Red is his longsword. Red weapons focus on damage. Blue, which he has as a saber, which is lighter than the longsword, and focuses on crit. As you can see, it has 10 crit, but much less attack. And the same accuracy. Kodachi, high accuracy, low crit, and amount of weight, and decent might. And then we have the short sword. Very, very light, a little bit of crit, a little bit of accuracy, a little bit of damage. This is your weapon if you need to double. That's basically it. And let's have a quick look at his growth rates, or his aptitudes. Really good HP, really good strength, awful magic, but he doesn't need it. Good defense, shit res, decent dex, decent mastery, average speed, and decent luck. Okay then, right. Next up, Garrick. These are his stats: 28 HP, 9 strength, 1 magic, 6 defense, 5 fortitude, 6 dexterity, 6 mastery, 6 speed, 5 luck. You can skip this segment. I may or may not put a timestamp on the screen for when I've gone through all of the units and then actually start playing. But I probably won't have done that because I'm lazy. He does projectile damage, and you can see, I'm not going to read off all of what it does, you can see them up there. And he wears chain armor. He actually has more movement than Garrick. 2 range because he's an archer. However, unlike Fire Emblem archers, he is not bad at all. He has a personal skill, crits deal 50% damage. Really mediocre. And he has a warbow, crossbow, longbow, and a shortbow. I think the reason he's so good is bows in this have like ridiculous might. Like look at that, 8 already. Well, he has 2 healing items. Cool. Let's have a look at his aptitudes. 75% HP, really good strength, a little bit of magic, decent defense, alright fortitude, decent dex, decent mastery, decent speed, and okay luck. Next up, the combat medic, Marin. 28 HP, 7 strength, 8 magic, 6 defense, 3 fortitude, 4 dex, 4 mastery, 6 speed, 5 luck. She deals crushing damage, uses the aptitudes, and wears plate armor, and has the passive skill, Caretaker, which is effectively a mini Live to Serve, and if you don't know what that does, it heals her a little bit of what she heals someone else. And she has weapons-wise, hammer, flail, mace, and pickaxe. Again, these also have really good might, which is probably why she, even though she's supposed to be a healer, does a ton of damage. As for her growth rates, decent HP, really good HP, decent strength, really good magic, alright defense, a little bit below average fortitude, alright dex, alright mastery, good speed, like every other level up, and alright luck. And finally, Alden. He's our mage. 22 HP, 1 strength, 8 magic, 3 defense, 4 fortitude, 5 dex, 4 mastery, 7 speed, and 4 luck. His personal skill is very interesting in the fact that he can't gain less than 4 stats when leveling up. And to us, this is why I'd say he's probably the growth unit of this game, because he's guaranteed to get at least +4. And like +4 if you're a Fire Emblem player is pretty fucking good. And he has arcane damage, you can see what it does there. And he also wears rune cloth. Interesting that rune cloth reduces less magic damage than leather does, peculiar. And his weapons he has arcane blast, force, beam, and arcane missiles. There's also count some baked banes. Still 6% HP, that's fat. And as for his aptitudes, middling HP, well, not bad HP, awful strength. He's a mage, he doesn't need it. Really good magic. Or okay defense. Alright res. Good dex. Alright mastery. Really good speed. And alright luck. And he has 1-2 range because he's a mage. Okay then. Let's get going, shall we? We'll start off with attacking with Alden. And can we get a double off? No. So I'll just use Arcane Blast. I do quite like the sprite work. As far as I'm aware, this game does use, like, standard sprites. Like, they're not character specific, like in the GBA Fire Emblem games. And Fire Emblem games in general, they're based on the unit's class, not who they are. Just for the sake of making sure we guarantee this kill, we can use the Kodachi. Good bit of XP for getting that kill. Marin. Jesus Christ, but really low hit. What's the best we can get off? Yeah, we're going to go with this. I just want to make sure we get the hit. That fucking smack sound effect for the bass is ridiculous. What the fuck? No, actually, hold on. Okay, yeah. Don't want to put the archer in enemy range. Warbow. Almost get the kill, but not quite. I probably could have checked if I could double if I'd used the short bow. Okay, he's going for Marin. 3 damage, and then he dies. Bonk. Good bit of XP. Okay. We're going to run up with Alden. Okay, now let's see. Can we double with any of them? We can double with Beam and Arcane Missiles. Arcane Missiles does exponentially more damage, so we're going to use this. Exponentially, that's not the right use of the word. I did a maths A level. I should know. And we'll finish the job. Not with the Kodachi. We'll use the short sword, but we want to take this guy out. Short sword, long sword, and we're going to take this guy out. Thank you, Alden, for that cheeky kill. I should have actually attacked with him last and gotten some other characters in range so they could get the bit of XP for taking part in the kill. But for being near him when he gets a kill. Pickaxe for the double. 1. Also, one thing that wasn't in the here when I first played is you can see how on the battle forecast on the top there, it has ×2 by the damage. That wasn't there when I played the game for the first time. It was only in the forecast bit here, like this. It would only say it there. But now they've added it. That's a lovely added it to the actual battle screen, which is a lovely quality of life thing.
Really necessary?
Yes, it was. Okay, they're all going for Marin, probably because they can do the most damage to her. But they also take a heckin' ton from her as well. Can you kill with the longsword? Not quite. Do you double with the short sword? No. Okay, so let's not do you just... No, shit. Let's not open the main menu. Main menu, not open the menu. Now you can almost definitely kill, so we'll use you to get the kill with this. I probably could have killed immediately if I'd used like the damage, the red weapon, but it's not like it matters. Shit, no. Put you here. Now, the interesting... Can you double? You can, but is it more? No, it's actually less than using the warbow, so we're just going to use the warbow. I assume then that there is some sort of coloured, like, square, like I mentioned, but I haven't actually, like, checked, because there's no tutorial, so I actually don't know. Oh, shit. Let's go here. We're getting really lucky in the fact that we've actually not been hit by much yet. The fact that he got a really good dodge. Almost a level up on the main character here, Irving. That will be our first level up. I like to get everyone at least 1 level in the first chapter. There we are. +2 to HP? Wait, how the fuck do you get +2 in HP? What? Hold on. Hold the fuck up. How did you get +2 to HP? You only have 75%. Interesting. So that implies to me there's some sort of like sparking system to like the stats where you can get like more than your actual growth rates. Interesting. Very strange. Alden. Can you do more than 12? No, 12's the best you can do. So, here you go. I just kind of want you to get hit so I can get nice, so we can heal with Marin so she can get some health back herself. Oh shit, so if I click on him, I can actually be his range. Nice. Heal you. Yes.
Stay with me.
Okay. Now, can you one round this guy? 14, 10, 11. Nice! Good job, Irving. This is a lot of damage. Dodge it. Nice. Good. I think we might have had disadvantage there because of the A and B. We got an orange. Nice. And then Garrick, if you finish this guy off with your warbow. Either that or that's like their proficiency with the weapon they're using. I don't quite know. I'll have to look into it. Now everyone else is really far behind compared to... I'll finish that point in a bit. Little brother, certainly you don't think you can take me on. Sterling, you're going down. I'm probably really cringe, I'm sorry. But yeah, everyone else is really far behind because I've just rushed in with him the entire time. Hey, so what does this do? Grant's... Yo, that's fucking crazy. Holy shit, okay. Phase. Oh, okay, right, okay. So it's reposition.
I'll take point.
I'll take point. Can we definitely can't kill. But you have the least hit on me when I'm using this, and also I get to double, so we're gonna use this. Irving seems really good. Like, from both my initial playthrough of this and now, Irving seems ridiculously good. Because while he's not going to kill them both this turn... Oh my god, good dodge. Although then, that hit... I wonder if this uses 1 or 2 RN. If you're a Fire Emblem player, you'll know what that means, but I do wonder what it uses. And there's a kill on this guy. If it uses 2 RN, that 43 is really, really low. Okay, is anyone close to a level? You're close. I want to give more... I want to give level ups to someone other than Irving, so we're going to give this to Garrick. Come on, level up. Oh, 99 XP. That's so sad. Heal.
Are you sure?
And wait here. And Garrick, we shall put you in enemy range, so he attacks you on enemy phase. 5. Also, motherfucking Kirito right here, dual wielding. Okay, and we'll use this opportunity to heal once again. Poke him with Garrick to hopefully give him just a touch more XP. Oh shit, let's get it. Let's act. I promise I'm not bad, I swear. We'll just get a quick hit in with... Make sure we actually get the hit. Alden then. Beam. That was actually kind of cool. And we will be able to finish him off this turn, no matter what we do. So, let's guarantee the kill, and finish the kill, knockout, and finish this with Irving. One thing I do really like is that depending on what type of attack... Wow, he's level 3, fuck me. And they get another 2 to HP. One thing I do really like is depending on... Yeah, you get a stat afterward. And also, you got another 2 to HP, even though he has a 75%. That's really weird.
We are unstoppable.
But one thing I do really like about this game is that depending on the attack that kills them, like the health bar, like the potion, breaks in a different way. I think that's really cool. Yep, that's the end of the first map, with Irving as our MVP, unsurprisingly. Took us 7 turns. I'd say that's pretty slow, but that's not the point. We gained 500 gold, and 1 tier 1 weapon token, whatever that is. I assume it's to do with upgrading weapons. Here are the stats. Irving took 15 damage, Marin took 14, Alden took 5. This I also really like, the post-battle, obviously when we get more units that'll scroll. Post-battle, post-chapter stats. Why do I struggle for what it's called? Because right there. You can see all the movement and stuff. But yeah, I really like this. I wish the actual Fire Emblem series did this. But yep, let's carry on to the end of the chapter. Not bad, little brother. You and your friends put up quite a fight. I'm glad to hear it. By Vash, you've all grown. That was quite the thrill. A thrill indeed. Surprised, father? Congratulations, son. All of you should be very proud of what you've accomplished today. Especially you, Marin. I said those words the wrong way around. Thank you, Master Galen. And now that you've had your thrill, Commander, I believe some kind of explanation is in order? Of course. As I promised, brother, friends, if you'll excuse us. Forgive me if I've hardened in my years, Sterling, but I don't expect this to be a nostalgic visit. No, unfortunately not, sir. You were never one to live in the past. Always onwards and upwards. Tell me, how goes the war effort? At the moment, our prospects are grim. In fact, that's what brings me here. I see. Come to size up our latest graduates? Not quite. The king plans to recruit the entire academy. Naturally. There's no fire school to supply your ranks, though I hope to see the war's end, well before our youngest graduate. Actually, I'm afraid he wants them now, sir. All of them. Dimitri, kill every last one of them. Is that so? Well, I didn't think he'd have the gall. Tell me, Commander, what plans does our king have in mind for our initiates? Perhaps 4 together could load a catapult. I wish I could say. Cannon fodder. Always a man of duty. The king is foolish to sever the pact. His father would not have heard of it. Vassal was a good man. With all due respect, sir, what better way to avenge his father than to join the ranks of those bringing justice to Aramor? Guard your suspicions, Commander, and do not speak so eagerly of war. If the king wishes it, he shall have his soldiers. I only hope you, of all people, understand the gravity of this decision. All too well. And that is the end of Chapter 1. Next time, we shall move into Chapter 2, Desperate Defense. I hope you enjoyed the first part of this Let's Play. And with that said, I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I hope to catch you all next time for some more Dark Deity, or if you decide to stick around and check out the other content on the channel, for another video entirely. Ta-ta for now.